It was good. I didn't go anywhere. I just stayed here. My mom wanted me to go back to Mississippi, but that drive is kind of crazy just to stay for a day. But I get to see her every weekend, so I didn't go back.
You were on the team 2 years ago that started 8-0, finished 2-2, missed the CFP. Just like the message of finishing and all that stuff, how have some of the guys who maybe been in that experience conveyed that to some of the guys that are maybe in this kind of situation for the first time?
Yeah, starting this year, Coach Swinney's word was finished. So we're at that point in the season where everything's on the table that we want to accomplish. So just because, like you said, we've been my freshman year we were 8-0 going into Notre Dame, number 4 team in the country. Heads was kind of boosted and high, and it just we didn't play well at all. We went in there and got embarrassed. But so I've been trying to tell some of the guys, just keep that intensity, keep that focus, keep that end goal in mind, and just prepare with that goal in mind every day, and don't lose sight of it.
What do you remember about when things started to unravel and how they unraveled? And was it before that Notre Dame game, maybe, even though you beat Syracuse but had a hard time doing it? I'm just curious for what you remember about the psyche of that team.
I don't remember much. I know we were coming off a bye week, so I guess we just weren't focused, and Notre Dame was having kind of a down year, if I remember correctly. So we thought we were just going to go in there and it was going to be an easy win, but they got like a block punt to start the game, and then we just couldn't get momentum back from that point on.
You came into this year talking a lot about you being a leader on this team and the impression that you wanted to have on your guys' room. What's it been like to maintain that? Like, how hard is it? What's it like to, I mean, we're halfway through the season, a lot goes on, but what's it like to still be finding that extra gear and pouring into the people around you?
It's definitely tough some days to maintain that voice, because some days I'm not feeling too great as well. But that's why in our room we have multiple guys that can step up and lead. So maybe I'm just not being vocal one day. I know Adam can say something, but yeah, it's definitely tough to maintain that voice and keep the guys pumped up when you're not feeling it yourself. But sometimes I just gotta forget how I feel. It's a team sport, so just get all the guys pumped up.
You talked about keeping that intensity up. As far as you guys coming off of a bye, what does the intensity look like, and is it different from coming off of a week-to-week game?
I just think we get more time to prepare for the opponent. Our first bye we had, I think we played NC State after, so we just were very prepared, and we came out in that game just ready to play, and we started off hot. So just trying to do that again this week. Yeah.
Is there any areas that you were able to really hone in on because of the extra time you talked about preparation? Is there any extra areas that you were like, hey, let's work on this, let's look at this, because we have that extra added time?
Yeah, just looking at more film, looking at more cut-ups of the DBs and their techniques and how they play. We know this week they're going to challenge us a lot more than in the last few weeks. So we've been getting a lot of off coverage, but we know Louisville likes to press a lot and try to make you win at the line of scrimmage. So we've seen different teams and how they're attacking that. Good film to watch is Miami, because they got a similar offense to us.
How much are you enjoying moving around the field this year? Not just slot and outside, but also the H-back. How much are you enjoying that?
Yeah, that's how I've always envisioned myself. the type of player I am, I feel like I can do a lot. And I bring a lot of versatility to just an offense. So, I mean, Coach Riley's been having fun. I've been having fun, just the plays that we come up with. And as y'all know, I can pass the ball a little bit too. So it's just been fun moving around, for sure.
That last pass was kind of a duck.
It was.
Did that kind of take your confidence away a little bit?
No, it didn't take my confidence away because, you know, I had a little pressure in my face. I was on the run. I should have set my feet. But I definitely got joked on about the duck. But it got there, so that's the biggest thing.
Cade said you get back in the lab and fix it, I guess. Did you do that?
I mean, I don't really think I have to get in the lab. I think it was just one throw. I mean, I think I'll make it again. It was just a bad throw. But, yeah.
Sammy Watkins is being inducted into the Hall of Fame this weekend. How cool is that for you? And also, would you remember watching him while you were growing up at all?
Yeah, for sure. Sammy was just an electric player here at Clemson. I remember watching him. He was just, every time he touched the ball, it looked like he was about to score. So he definitely deserves everything that he's getting. And then it was cool to see CJ get in the Ring of Honor last week or 2 weeks ago. And all the emotions and just how much he loved this sport, and then just to see how the hard work you put in really pays off and get your name on that stadium. I knew it was a big thing for him.
What's the impact like on you guys to have CJ going 2 weeks ago, a Taj and a Sammy this week, to be around a program, to be around those guys, to still have them such a part of this program in their own individual ways? What sort of impact does that have on you guys that are currently here?
I think it just shows the type of program we have here at Clemson, the type of program Coach Swinney's built, and the family atmosphere. Everybody says it, but it's really true here. And you know, just to know some of those guys and be around them and get to know the type of people they are. And you know, when I leave here, I wanna have that same type of impact on players around me. Just you know, being one of the guys that Coach Swinney brings up about how he practiced and the level of maturity that I approach the game with.
It's kind of wild to think Coach Swinney already has players going to the Ring of Honor and the Hall of Fame, that
Yeah.
he's actually been here long enough for that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know how that works. I know that was his first player, and he said he's gonna have a lot more to go, so hopefully maybe one day I can be up there.
Any questions virtually for Antonio? Darren, anybody else in the room?
Antonio, I'm curious, last year when Cade was kind of going through some of his ups and downs, is there any point where you kind of put your arm around him and say, like, nah, man, you got this, it's going to be good? Or how did you kind of see him maneuver through that?
I think off the field, I mean, while he's in the game, I don't really want to, you know, try to go over there and comfort him or tell him, hey, you're good, next play, because when you do something bad in the game and everybody's coming up to you telling you, you're good, you're good, you're good, like at some point that gets kind of annoying and repetitive. So, I mean, off the field, you know, I just try to build up his confidence, but I always knew the type of player he was. I've always believed in him, and I knew the type of quarterback that he could be, and finally he's showing it, and his confidence is growing. And I mean, he's got a lot more to prove, and so as we do as a team as well. But yeah, I don't think that's a problem anymore.
Dabo has used the phrase a future pro about you a few times. It was early, but when do you think you'll come to a point where you think about, you know, this year, junior year, last year, do you come back for your senior year? What will that process kind of look for you as we get at least closer to the end of the season?
I just try not to focus on that. Obviously, that's my goal, is to end up playing in the NFL. But right now, I just feel like it's better if I just focus week by week and game by game, and then put myself in the best position at the end of the year to maybe do that. But right now, I'm just keeping my head down.
And what's it been like to get so much punt return work this year, again, as a healthy player? And do you think that's maybe kind of part of your resume eventually down
Yes.
the line?
Yeah, special teams definitely can improve your value. So anyway, I try to do everything I can, and I love punt returns. If you ever been back there, you have to really believe in yourself. You have to have a lot of confidence in yourself and your people that are blocking for you. But yeah, I like it.
Anybody else for Antonio? All right, thanks, Tom.
Thank
Appreciate your
y'all.
time, man.
Thank you.